All right, hey everybody, welcome back. We've got another newsfeed video here for you. This one pretty interesting about the Ford Ranger that I was not aware of, but there is a major change for 2025 that Ford's not telling us, that we're not aware of is even happening in the Ranger, and it's pretty interesting. And I found it by accident, just happened to be looking through videos that popped up on my newsfeed. So we're going to dive into this, but we're on a Ford website right now for it, and there is no mention of this anywhere on the Ranger site. Nothing here about it. It's, like I said, very kind of hush-hush for no reason. You would think they would be promoting it, but there's some interesting reasons what's happening. So I went to this video popped up. Ford was quiet about this, okay? From this JMC Garage is his video, and he goes in and shows it in detail in there. Now, it is his video, so I'm not going to play it, but I recommend you do, because if you're looking for a Ford Ranger, you're looking for it with the 2.3, you're going to want to check this out, because it's actually a new motor. It's not the same motor that was in the 2024. Ford changed the motor in 2025, and it's different, and quite a bit different. And we're going to take a look at that and dive in. But again, it was his video that led me to look and research this, and his video is very good. His video explains a lot of it for you. However, again, like I said, it's his video, not mine. I'm not going to show it to you because it is his, but you should go right down here, JMC Garage, and then check on his. This was just published 2 days ago. So this video is very fresh. It'll be right at the top of his channel, very easy to find. But the Ford Ranger has a different motor. Now, the Ford Explorer and the Ford Mustang, announced in 2024, the Ford Mustang got a new 2.3. Then it carried over to the Explorer for the new 2.3. Well, now the Ranger has it also, and they're not telling us much about it. But we can find it here on the forum. So we go here. This was just posted 10 days ago. Right here, the new 2025 2.3 DI engine Ford Ranger. Okay, we are on the Ford Ranger 6G forum. I'm really disappointed in Ford not releasing any information on this upgraded engine. He said 3.2, he means 2.3 direct injection that Ford is now offering as an option on the 25 Ranger. He says, I purchased in July 2024 Ranger with the 2.3. Just love everything about the truck, but having upgraded the engine would have eased any of future carbon buildup issues. Wonder if the new DI engine will have cam phaser issues. But so he goes on here. I highlighted some of the stuff in his post because his post really does cover a lot of stuff in here for us. Says right here, it didn't in the Mustang at all last year. I agree, though, that Ford should have stepped up on this announcement. The other big question is the 24 Mustang with the new 2.3 has 45% more horsepower and 40 more foot-pounds of torque. Is that what I just got, or did they detune it? A lot of questions on this thing, okay, that's going on in here. Some people arguing about the specs. Get back to here. I'm sure they didn't announce it because it would have killed the sales of the 2024s. Good point. There's a lot of 2024s out there. I bought a late model 2024 and 12/11 of 24 production date in February and would have definitely waited for a 2025 had I known about this engine change. You know, right there. Here's another one. Me too. Would have done the same thing. Goes on for Australia, some of that other stuff. Here we go. It says, watch some YouTube videos. They have a new 2.3 with dual injection. Like I said, the Ford website is not accurate all the time. Again, they're arguing about the specs. And then it goes on to page 2, which I have up right here as well. Also, it's right here so we can highlight it. You are absolutely correct. It makes sense that they are putting it in a new Ranger. Also, this was stated on another site in regards to the Explorer 2.3. Says, oh, I'm still on highlight mode. Hold on. Here we go. Says the 2.3 didn't just get port injection. It's a complete new engine with the same displacement. All of the 3 and 4-cylinder EcoBoost have quietly been replaced with MPC EcoBoost of the same power and displacement but new architecture. Modular power cylinder, which I believe is meant as the injector piston cylinder design being used across different engines. Okay, so that's what they're all getting. If the Ranger got the Explorer engine, we got a 25 horsepower bump and it's rated to 300 to 310. But even if it's the same horsepower as last year, I'll take the dual injection. So pretty interesting to see what's going on. It's a new motor, and you're going to see pictures of it here in a second. So kind of crazy what they got happening here. It says right here. I'm just happy they made this change. A new engine with the new turbo and wastegate is so much more responsive around town. I wonder now if they change the inside of the oil pan so that you can use an oil extractor from the top. One thing I'm really happy about this is the addition of port fuel injection. That's an outstanding decision for Ford, as now is less worried about carbon buildup. So we can see there's a lot happening here. And here we're going to see the differences. So this top one is a 2025 Ford 2.3 motor. Right below it is a 2024. Okay, so I'll kind of get them where you can see both of them. But look at the differences here. Look at the routing for the turbos. Look at our setup on this. Look at everything that's going on in here. Complete, I mean, we are talking complete changes. This is a completely different motor for all practical purposes. Everything about this thing looks like it's completely different design, different layout, different piping, different architecture. The only thing that looks to be the same to me is the airbox location for the most part. This thing is, like I said, pretty interesting the way they're doing it now on the 2025. And I'm not sure I like how these, I believe these are heater hoses here, but I'm not sure how that's, mounted right up on the top. But anyway, pretty interesting to see the differences here when you look at this, the new one, 2025 up here and 2024 down here. So when you see that, so now if I take this and we're going to open it in a new tab, and then we're going to open this one in a new tab. So when we go look at these, here's this one. This is a 2025. And like I said, complete change to basically everything it looks like. Even where the belts are routed. Like I said, it just looks completely, everything is different in whole layout and a turbo architecture. Look at this. So I'm not sure what's better or what's not better, but I will say the 2024 looks really nice and clean and easy. 2025 looks pretty, like a whole bunch of stuff going on in a whole bunch of different directions. But like I said, you can see also, where is our, yeah, see, noticing some differences in here. Take a look at it. Look at where everything is lined up on here between these two. Pretty interesting, and Ford never told us nothing about it. We had no idea. So if we go over here and we look at the Ford Explorer, now Ford Authority announced here for the 2025 Ford Explorer uses an all-new, and uses the Mustangs, the S650 Mustangs all-new 2.3 EcoBoost. So we're assuming the same one. It says right here, the base engine option for 2025 Ford Explorer is once again a turbocharged 2.3 i4 EcoBoost, but its new version of that particular power plant, and it's made its debut in the 2024 Ford Mustang. A nifty factoid, the Ford Explorer team revealed at Ford Authority that during a recent media drive event. The revised engine utilizes Ford's modular power cylinder, MPC engine architecture, which features include a dual fuel system, port fuel injection, and a 350 bar direct injection setup designed to optimize performance, fuel efficiency, and reduce carbon emissions. Additionally, the revamped 2.3 i4 EcoBoost gets a new twin-scroll low-inertia turbocharger with a high-speed electronic wastegate, compact variable cam timing, VCT, and integrated air induction system, and an integrated hot side exhaust gas EGR system. When you take that into consideration, this whole motor is basically brand new. That's what it means. The whole motor is completely redesigned. It's not just a little bit. This whole entire thing, this is what it was. This is what it is now. Ford's not telling anybody any of this. We have no clue other than what this happened. Thank you to this guy right here at JMC Garage for bringing it to my attention. Again, I don't own every truck out there, and I'm not deep diving into every truck all the time. I don't know some of this stuff. So I watch and we learn. And he owns these, and he taught me quite a bit in this video, which again I think you should go watch. But it's pretty impressive and pretty interesting that again we get this brand new motor and Ford tells us nothing about it. Let me know your comments, thoughts below, and if you're getting one or what you think of it. Thanks for watching.